Awakening Your Consciousness to Spiritual Guidance, Module 1, What Spirit Guides Are, with Dr. Steve G. Jones. Hi, I'm Steve G. Jones, clinical hypnotherapist, and I want to tell you a little bit about myself before we get started. I have a bachelor's degree in psychology from the University of Florida, a master's degree in education from Armstrong Atlantic State University, and a doctorate in education from Georgia Southern University. I'm a certified clinical hypnotherapist, a member of both the American Board of Hypnotherapy and the National Guild of Hypnotists, and I'm president of the American Alliance of Hypnotists. I'm the director of the Steve G. Jones School of Clinical Hypnotherapy. I also serve on the board of directors of the American Lung Association in Los Angeles. I have over 2 decades of experience in hypnotherapy, and I still maintain a busy practice and teaching schedule because I see clients and teach classes worldwide. My client base consists mainly of people who want to lose weight, stop smoking, or gain confidence. Other clients include sales teams interested in boosting motivation and increasing income, also singles looking for love, insomniacs desiring proper sleep, and actors desiring more confidence for their next audition. When I travel to see clients and teach hypnotherapy certification classes around the world, I visit such places as Tokyo, Japan, Barcelona, Spain, Paris, France, London, England, Montreal, Canada, Los Angeles, California, and New York, just to name a few. By the way, since you have an interest in hypnosis, perhaps you would be interested in becoming a certified clinical hypnotherapist. It's very easy to do. All you have to do is go to my website, betterlivingwithhypnosis.com, and click on Hypnosis Classes at the top. You can either train in person or online. After your training, you'll be added to our worldwide directory of certified clinical hypnotherapists, and you'll receive a certificate. I was fortunate for many years to have my office in Beverly Hills, California, where I worked with such wonderful people as Tom Mankiewicz, the writer of Superman, Geraldine Saunders, the writer of The Love Boat, and many other celebrities. I have been interviewed on CNN, Fox News, and appeared on True TV, in addition to having my own hypnosis TV show. With my over 20 years of experience, I'm happy to share with you techniques that I've both developed and learned, which can help you improve your life. I encourage you to visit my website, betterlivingwithhypnosis.com. There you will find my life's work, 22 books on hypnotherapy, over 3,000 hypnosis recordings available as downloadable MP3s or CDs, and these recordings will program your mind to achieve goals in such areas as weight loss, motivation, and stopping smoking. I also have audiobooks, such as this one, where I'm talking with you and sharing with you in a very dynamic way techniques that you can use to improve your life and the way you do things. The reason I'm telling you all of this is not to impress you, but to impress upon you that I, your teacher, am very capable and I know what I'm talking about. I'm also very happy for the opportunity to share this information with you, so rest assured that you're in good hands, and let's have some fun as we now expand your knowledge. I wish you well in all of your endeavors, and please be sure to visit my website, betterlivingwithhypnosis.com. Welcome to the program that's going to teach you how to awaken your consciousness to spiritual guidance. Now, in the modules, I'm going to take you through very specific training that's going to help you really ramp up and get in shape for the spiritual awakening, and I'm also going to show you what you can do with it. So in Module 1, you're going to learn what spirit guides are. That's this module. In the next module, you're going to learn what spirit guides do. Then in Module 3, you're going to learn about false spiritual guidance. You need to be aware of that. In Module 4, you're going to learn about preparation for awakening as we get ready to move you forward. In Module 5, you're going to learn how to connect to your spirit guides. In Module 6, you're going to learn about signs of true connection. What are the signs that you can look for that will indicate to you that you actually have a spiritual connection to your spirit guides? And in Module 7, I'm going to share with you how to interpret spiritual guidance. It's one thing to get spiritual guidance, but if you don't understand it, it's not going to do you any good. So I'm going to teach you how to interpret it when it happens, because actually it's happening all the time. You need to learn how to read the writing. You need to learn how to interpret the signs. In Module 8, I'm going to share with you areas of life to explore so that you can take this knowledge and expand expand on it on your own. So let's get right into the material and let's talk about what spirit guides are. Well, spirit guides have been called many things by many different people. Some refer to their inner guides as a guardian angel assigned to protect them. So they can have numerous guardian angels or just one, but they refer to their spirit guide that way. Others use them to seek out spirits or their ancestors, and certain cultures see their spirit guides taking shape, such as the shape of different animals. So no matter the difference, all spirit guides provide insight into a variety of different matters. Here we're going to learn about the types of spirit guides so that you can get an idea of your path. Now, every person chooses their own way of contacting their spirit guides, a way that works best for them. Anyone can contact their spirit guides, but many times they find ways to send messages to you, so you don't even have to go looking. Spirit guides live in the astral realm, and if you've studied my astral projection program, you know about the astral realm. If not, just realize it's a realm of higher vibrations. Some call it the ether or the etheric plane. These terms sort of get intermingled because technically there is a difference, but these are the labels that are given to it. Basically, if you just understand that it's the spiritual realm, that sort of encapsulates all of it, then you have an understanding of where they are. They're at a higher vibration than what we are in this three-dimensional existence. Now, this realm is where all spirits originate from in the form of pure energy. Not all spirits understand how to travel to our physical realm, but they all have the potential to do so. People can actually help certain spirits communicate with our realm, but this can have consequences. Now, before you attempt to bridge the gap between the realms, you must learn a few things. So let's get into that. I want you to realize that your ancestral guides are one very common type of spirit guides. They are typically looking out for the best interest of their living relatives. Now, relatives can be a recently deceased loved one or an ancestor who died centuries ago. So we're talking about a relative of yours who is deceased. They're still related to you. They still feel that connection. So they can be someone who's passed on a while ago or recently, but they are still called ancestral guides. And these ancestral guides are often very wise and will protect their family with great knowledge. And they may guide you during chaotic times or provide comfort when things get rough. Now, sometimes spirit guides can tell you what lies ahead and how to best act in a situation. Most importantly, they enjoy shedding light on long-buried secrets that must be revealed. Contacting your ancestral guides can be a little tricky, but the rewards are numerous. Ancestral guides see you as a part of themselves, and they care very much about your path. You can typically trust an ancestral guide to help you find your way, and some of them remain with their living relatives for their entire lives, checking in often. Others will remain with you to ensure that you reach a single important objective in your life. So if it's something you're working on, they may stick by your side to make sure it happens. After all, they're your relative. They have a vested interest in your success, sort of like a parent wanting a child to do well. So another type of guide would be the master teacher guides, and their mission is to help on a massive scale. They're among the most powerful, intuitive, and wise guides that there are, and they appeal to more than just one person in order to spread a special message. Messages will come in the form of answers to challenges that the world faces. They typically have access to the deepest parts of the spirit world and understand a great deal. These master teachers are also more than likely a former human that lived on earth as a great leader. Jesus, Krishna, Buddha, all examples of master teacher guides. And you may try to call upon a specific master teacher, or they might call upon you. Now, if you are deemed worthy by a master teacher guide, then they can help you learn how to harness the laws of the universe in a way that most people are not able to understand. And if you're chosen by a master teacher guide, it is a great honor. They can teach you how to make positive differences in the world. Now let's talk about guardian guides. Guardian guides are usually referred to as the angels of the spirit world, and they are sent to help you. Guardian spirit guides are the guardian angels that so many people talk about. They have a divine mission, and then they appear in your life to carry out that mission. Some guardians might have known you during your lifetime, while others might be strangers. This type of guide will normally bring you a great deal of help in some way. Now, it could be to prevent you from having challenges or to keep you from making some sort of mistake. Guardian angels are known for repairing relationships also, relationships that are important to you. And they might be guarding you of their own free will or because they were assigned to you. Guardian angels are very common, and they don't discriminate against any type of person. They just do what they're supposed to do. They protect and guard regardless of religion, ethnicity, age, or any other difference. So unlike the relative type guides who are interested in you because you are a relative, these types of guards don't make that distinction. They're guardian guides. They're usually assigned to do a job. And one of your deceased loved ones might very well also be your guardian spirit. So there could be some overlap. They could be in two different categories, both as relatives and as guardians. Now, the last of the spirit guides are the animal guides, and they come for various reasons depending on you. The animal could be a deceased pet appearing to you. Now, everyone has their own personal animal spirit as well, and this animal chooses you and will have some type of lesson or strength to give you. It is really up to you to determine your own path with your animal guide. And sometimes certain animals appear for a reason just for a short time. They appear to do something and then they disappear. During meditation, you can strengthen your connection with the animal spirits. Now, if you have a love for a specific animal, that is probably your spirit guide. Common animal guides include the wolf, bear, tiger, panda, owl, lion, hawk, and horse. Researching your own animal spirit guide will give you the insight that you need into yourself. And this is because these spirit guides are normally attracted to similar types of energy. For instance, an owl might appear to someone who is wise and has the ability to see things that others cannot. Now, there are spiritual entities that are not spirit guides, and it's important to know the difference. Some spirits have negative intentions and could attempt to use those to get what they want. It's very important to pay close attention to what a spirit's intent is. Fortunately, there are ways to block spirits that are not there for your benefit. Now, later on in this program, you're going to learn how to do this before you make an attempt to contact your guides. A spirit guide will never ask for your help. That's a clear indicator. If they're asking for your help, there's something not quite right. Imposter spirit guides will also give you guidance that could harm you, so never listen to that. Never put down your defense when communicating with spirit guides, and you'll be just fine, until, of course, you establish rapport with them and get to know them, understand them, and realize that they are legitimate, they have your best interest in mind. Now, in the next module, we're going to take a deeper look into what different spirit guides can do for you, and we'll talk about how to gain their protection when facing dangers. We'll also cover each kind of spirit so that you can best learn from them. And you will dive into a realm of spiritual awakening unlike anything you have experienced. Then we're going to touch base on some of the limitations that you might face during communication. You'll also learn about false spiritual guidance and what you can do to protect yourself. So prepare to meet your spirit guides and learn lessons that will remain with you forever. Now, before we get into the next module, before we talk about what spirit guides do for you, you may be wondering, have I ever seen a spirit guide? Do I know any spirit guides? Have I been communicating with any spirit guides? Well, let me share with you something that I think might enlighten you a little bit, which is someone I know who had a spirit guide who appeared as an albino squirrel. Now, she would see albino squirrels when no one else would. Now, when I was associating with her, when I would see what she pointed at, it was clear to me, but I wouldn't see it unless she pointed it out. In other words, we could walk by some woods, she would see an albino squirrel, I wouldn't notice it, but then she would point and say, right there, next to that, not that tree, that, there you go, right there. And I would look and I would say, wow, that is an albino squirrel, a very unusual and rare squirrel, an albino squirrel. Now, she mostly saw these in the state of Georgia, where there are a lot of squirrels, but there are not a lot of albino squirrels, and she had been seeing them all her life. This was her animal spirit guide. So I want you to have that information so when you go looking for your spiritual guides that you have probably already seen and encountered, you're going to know how to identify them. Usually it's something that's happening consistently with you, especially when it's an animal guide appearing to you and probably just you and not others consistently throughout your life. So I want you to keep that in mind as you kind of start to look back at your life now and think, have I been in contact with spirit guides? So keep this in mind as we move forward. And in Module 2, we're going to talk about what spirit guides do. Remember, it's not a matter of you doing something for them. It's a matter of them doing something for you. They are there in your life to help you. So in Module 2, the next module, we're going to take a look at what they can and will do for you. I'm Dr. Steve G. Jones, looking forward to teaching you more about spirit guides in the next module.